sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Washington football team. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and off we go from Lambeau. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal at the 1. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go. They bring him down. Dean Lowry in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Reyes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reyes. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 47 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Rodgers now on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point try now for Crosby. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, it's Gibson, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. On third down, here's Gibson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have him here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
On second down, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones, as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. He's got a man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there, Rodgers to Cobb. 43 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the...
They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there for Washington. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Reyes. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson 35 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Sly on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Packers 19, Washington 14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers steps away. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Crosby puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to...
And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And he's got some space here. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to crowd him down near the 11-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, the 20. And he is in for the score. So how about this? A horrible mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and a 2-point conversion will tie it. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Running right through it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. To throw is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes this Washington 27, Packers 22.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up defensively.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they can't bring him down. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yes, folks, that is his